Okay. Question is, places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on an highway. See, whenever we do not have any clarity or there is any such question mark, now what you should do is try and do it with a diagram so that things become little clearer. So let's say there is place A and there is place B. That is what it says. This distance is given as 100 kilometers. That is what is given to us, 100 kilometers. Okay. So places A and B are 100 kilometers apart. Okay. On a highway. One car starts from A and another starts from B. One car starts from A and another starts from B. तो एक कार यहाँ से शुरू हो गई, दूसरी यहाँ से शुरू हो गई. Okay. At the same time, if the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, same direction मतलब इधर से ये भी कार जा रही है. So they meet after somewhere here. They'll meet because B आगे चली गई रहेगी, A यहाँ कहीं पर आएगी. They'll meet somewhere over here after 5 hours. They meet after 5 hours. At different speeds, they meet in 5. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. If they travel towards each other, okay, they meet in 1 hour. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. That is what is the information that is given. Okay. What are the speeds of the two cars? What are the speeds of the two cars? See, the question here itself helps me a little bit, because now here one question was let car travel, one option was let car travel X distance and car B travel Y distance. But is that what they've asked us? Nahi na? What they've asked us is what is the speed of the two cars. So there itself I get to know कि बाबा दोनों का speed ढूंढना है. So let speed of car A be X kilometers per hour and let speed of car B be Y kilometers per hour. X kilometers per hour and Y kilometers per hour. Let speed of car A be X kilometers per hour and speed of car B be Y kilometers per hour. Till here clear? Okay. Now we also know there's a formula for speed which says speed equals to distance upon time. Speed equals to distance upon time. Speed equals to distance upon time. So we are going to use the formula speed equals to distance upon time. So what do we get? Now, how much distance has car A traveled and how much distance has car B traveled? That is what is going to matter. So how are we going to find that out? हमको दिया क्या है? टाइम दिया है, करेक्ट? दोनों कार्स का टाइम दिया है. So can I not write time equals to distance upon speed? Distance मुझे मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन स्पीड दिया हुआ है, दैट इज एक्स एंड वाई जो हमने लिया है, और टाइम दिया है. तो क्या करेंगे हम? देयर आर 3 ऑप्शंस. स्पीड इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम, टाइम इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड, and distance equals to speed into time. One of the 3 we have to use. Which of the 3 we have to use? That is what is going to determine our equation. Okay. So what is it that we are going to take? Can you think and tell me, please? Take a minute, think and tell me. Car B will travel 5 hours. So for 5 hours, it will travel a distance of 5y kilometers. Car B catches up after 5 hours. So car A car A will travel actually this distance plus 100 kilometers. Okay, car A travels 100 plus, what is the distance that it has traveled over here? Car A travels 100 kilometers plus whatever distance this car has traveled, isn't it? It travels 100 kilometers plus 5y. But what is the distance traveled by car A overall? Distance traveled by car A is nothing but 5x, because it has traveled for 5 hours. Distance traveled by car A is 5x, but that is 100 plus whatever was this distance. See, I'll explain again, please understand. This distance is 100 kilometers. A से start करेगा, वो यहाँ पर आके दोनों मिलेंगे. Let's say both of them will meet over here. Okay, both of them will meet over here. Let's say this is the point where they meet. Okay, so what is going to happen? This car is going to travel only this much distance, और ये distance travel करने को उसको लगेंगे 5 घंटे. To travel this distance, it's going to take them 5 hours. This car is traveling at a speed of 5 kilometers. So this distance for this car is 5y kilometers. The distance for this car is 5y kilometers. This car is traveling from here to here, and it is traveling at a speed of 5. It's traveling at a speed of x kilometers. So this is going to travel 5x kilometers. Okay, 5x kilometers. Okay, but what is this 5x kilometers? यहाँ तक तो 100 है और यहाँ से आगे 5y है. So this can also be written as 100 plus 5y kilometers. 100 plus 5y kilometers. So now we know this 5x kilometers is nothing but equal to this. Okay, so now start writing, please. Let the speed of car A be x kilometers per hour and that of car B be y kilometers per hour. Let the speed of car A be x kilometers per hour and that of car B be y kilometers per hour. Speed of car A be x kilometers per hour, speed of car B be y kilometers per hour. Okay. When both the cars are traveling in the same distance, when both the cars are traveling in the same distance, in the same direction, when both the cars are traveling in the same direction, they meet after 5 hours. When both the cars are traveling in the same direction, they meet after 5 hours. When both the cars are traveling in the same direction, they meet after 5 hours. That is car A travels 5y kilometers. That is car A travels 5x kilometers. Car A travels 5x kilometers and car B travels 5y kilometers. That is car A travels 5x kilometers and car B travels 5y kilometers. That is car A travels 5x kilometers and car B travels 5y kilometers. Okay, 5x and 5y. Car A travels 5x kilometers and car B travels 5y kilometers. They meet after 5 hours. They meet after 5 hours. They meet after 5 hours. And distance between A and B is 100 kilometers. They meet after 5 hours. They meet after 5 hours. And distance between A and B is 100 kilometers. Therefore, distance traveled by car A, distance traveled by car A equals to 100 plus distance traveled by car B. That is 5x equals to 100 plus 5y. That is 5x minus 5y equals to 100. Divide by 5. So you'll get x minus y equals to 20. This is your first equation. X minus y equals to 20. That is your first equation. Okay. X minus y equals to 20. That is your first equation. Then the second part that they've given is, if the car travel in the opposite direction or towards one another. If they travel towards one another, what happens? They meet in 1 hour. If the cars travel towards one another, they meet in 1 hour. That means both the cars are traveling 1 hour only. So distance traveled by car A will be 1x. Distance traveled by car B will also be 1y. Okay. When, after this write down, when both the cars travel towards each other, when both the cars travel towards each other. What happens when they travel towards each other? Car A travels for 1 hour, that is x kilometers per hour, so it will be x. Car B also travels for y kilometers per hour because it is traveling only for 1 hour. So x plus y, and they meet. So between both of them, one has traveled, let's say 60, the other has traveled 40 or whatever, they have traveled 100 kilometers. That is your second equation. X plus y equals to 100. So x minus y equals to 20 and x plus y equals to 100. Till here clear? Please copy till here, because I'm going to repeat the cross multiplication method for Kihan once. Okay, with this sum. How we are going to do that? We are going to see that. तो ये पहले फटाफट आप लोग कॉपी कर लो. जितना जल्दी हो जाएगा, I can proceed further. Let me know that you have finished copying till here. Tomorrow, most probably, we might, I don't know, let's see if we finish tomorrow, or maximum tomorrow is what, when is it? Thursday, we might finish this chapter. And then we'll start with triangles. Okay, we'll start with the 6th chapter. We'll not be doing quadratic right now. Quadratic we'll leave for a moment. We'll first start with triangles, because that is also an important chapter. I think some school has started that. So we will do with triangles after we finish this chapter. Then again, depending on what is going on where, if required, we might come back to quadratic, or we might do some other chapter which is required. Let's see. That we will see as we go along. This triangle also is a big chapter. Coordinate geometry is there, but triangles is sufficiently big. So I want to do triangle as soon as possible. It's almost 40 pages, single chapter. Have you all finished this sum, please? Abdul Ahad, Ihan, Riza, have you all finished this? Please let me know fast, so that I can erase it, because I need the board. I need more space. I need to explain to you how to do cross multiplication methods. So please let me know if you all are finished. Okay. Abdul Ahad, Ihan, have you all finished? Let me know, please. Duna is also done. Ihan, can I erase this? चलो जल्दी जल्दी बोलो, हो गया है तो I can proceed further. All of you have done good. So now we have got x minus y equal to 20. I'll shift it to this side, minus 20 equal to 0, because we are going to do cross multiplication, and in cross multiplication method we need all the terms on the left hand side, and the second equation is x plus y minus 100 equal to 0. Okay, so we have got these two equations. Now what does the cross multiplication method say, like I had shown you yesterday? Okay, and pay attention, you were not there, so we'll do it again. First of all, we write down the coefficients. This becomes a1 equals to 1, b1 equals to minus 1, c1 equals to minus 20, a2 equals to 1, b2 equals to 1, c2 equals to minus 100, c2 equals to minus 100. Okay, so these are the coefficients and constants that we have got. Now I had given you all, of course, the formula which you could use directly to get x equal to, but for the benefit of all of you, okay, as a revision for those who were there and for those who were not there, to understand how to find, we write first b1 b2 c1, थोड़ा सा नीचे लिखता हूँ so that it will become easier. b1 b2 c1 c2 a1 a2 b1 b2. We start with b1, we end up with b1 again. Okay, so this is how we write it, and then we do the, obviously, the cross multiplication part like this, and here you have x, y, and 1. So what is x? Or rather, we have x upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1 equal to y upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1 equals to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This is what we will derive. This is how you can write it. Now what you can do is you can directly substitute the values over here. You can directly substitute the values over here. So you will have x upon, what is b1? b1 is 1. What is c2? Minus 100. Minus, what is b2? b2 is 1. Sorry, b1 is minus 1. Okay, minus. So b2 is 1 and c1 is minus 20. c1 is equals to, y will remain as y, c1 is minus 20, a2 is 1 minus c2 is minus 100 into a1, which is 1. a1 is 1 equals to 1 upon a1 is 1, b2 is 1 minus a2 is 1 and b1 is minus 1. Okay, even we just substituted the values. Now if you solve this, minus 1 into 100 minus 100 is x upon 100, minus into minus is plus, 1 into 20 is 20, equals to y upon, this will be minus 20, 1 into minus is plus 100, equals to 1 upon 1 plus minus 1 into minus 1 is, okay. So here what we will get is x upon 120 equals to y upon 80 equals to 1 upon 2. X upon 120 equals to y upon 80 equals to 1 upon 2. Okay, so you can take this x upon 120 equals to 1 upon Bring this 120 this side, it will become 120 upon 2, which is 60. X equals to 60. Similarly, you can say y upon 80 equals to 1 upon 2 equals to 80 upon 2 equals to 40. Y equals to 40. So car A travels at 60 kilometers per hour and car B travels at 40 kilometers per hour. Are we clear how we have got this? This I'll again explain once again. Okay. You write B1, B2, C1, C2, A1, A2, B1, B2. Cross multiply. So X upon B1, C2 minus B2, C1 equals to Y upon C1, A2 minus C2, A1 equals to 1 upon A1, B2 minus A2, B1. Substitute those values, you will get your, of course, solve it, you will get the answer. Now, yesterday I had given, after this, actually, there was one more step which I had done. First, you copy this sum. I'll just show that formula once again. And then I think we might end up over here itself. From tomorrow, please try to be there by 2 because we are getting very less time otherwise. चलो यहाँ तक हो गया तो मुझे बता दो फटाफट. I want to at least show you that formula. Cross multiplication we would have finished today. And of course, I had asked you all to do 3.5 yesterday itself. Today also, whatever is remaining, I've shown you one more sum from that. जो था A and B वाला आपका वो भी बता दिया. और भी अगर कुछ है जो बचा है तो वो कर लो. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll start with equations reducible to a pair of linear equation in 2 variables. That we will see tomorrow because there's not much time today, so I don't want to start a new topic. I'll show this thing again. If you have finished, please let me know. Abdul Ahad finished? Okay. So Kian and others also, please pay attention. Till here, this is how we derive this. Like yesterday, I had told everyone what they should do is don't wait कि ये sum आएगा, ये method पूछा जाएगा. Directly, the moment you get the answer sheet, after you write your name, everything, turn to the last page, make this, prepare this. Don't stop over here. इसके आगे एक और step करके रखना है आपको. ये prepare करके रखना है. जैसे exam में आपके आएगा, all you need to do is just apply it directly from the. So here, what you're going to do is after this step, we write X upon this thing, that is B1 C2 minus B2 C1 equals to 1 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Bring this denominator this side, so it will become X equals to B1 C2 minus B2 C1 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Okay. Now, you already have the value for X. You can directly substitute using this formula. You'll immediately get your answer. You'll arrive at an answer faster. So it will save you lots of time in your exam. That time you don't have to do all this thing when the question paper and the time has started. Similarly, for Y, we write Y upon, what was that? C1 A2 minus C2 A1 equals to 1 upon, the denominator is the same, A1 B2 minus B2 minus A2 B1 minus A2 B1. So again, this will become Y equals to C1 A2 minus C2 A1 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So once this formula is there with you on your rough page, जब ये question आएगा, directly you use this after obviously finding out the values of A, B and C. So ये direct use करोगे तो आपका बहुत सारा time बच जाएगा. That will help you save time in your paper. Okay. So Ihan, this formula, please copy this. I have explained how it is derived. Any doubts, please ask. Any doubts, please ask. Here you will see A1 B2 minus A2 B1, A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So once you're doing this, अगर नीचे का डिनोमिनेटर x में ढूंढ लिया, y में you can directly write the same denominator. You don't have to do those calculations again and again. Like you have seen, it is 1/2. तो ये 2 दोनों जगह पर आएगा, यहाँ पर भी 2 आएगा, यहाँ पर भी 2 आएगा. So it will save time once you do this. Immediately, if to memorize it, it is difficult, but to derive it, it is easy. If you're trying to memorize it, एक नंबर आगे पीछे हो गया, A1 की जगह पर A2 लिख दिया, everything goes wrong. So don't try to memorize it. Remember to derive it. How to derive it? If you remember, you will never go wrong. Okay? So important thing is when you get that paper, नाम नंबर सब जो भी लिखना है सब लिख दिया, लास्ट पेज पे टर्न करो, रफ पेज, डिराइव दिस, कीप इट रेडी. क्वेश्चन आया, यूज किया, सेव टाइम. नहीं आया, still you don't lose anything. Okay. In fact, you can use this method for any sum where you have equations in 2 variables, unless they have specified the solve using substitution or solve using elimination. If they have not, you can directly use this and find the value. Nobody is going to give you wrong. Okay, so you can use it directly. Any and every sum it can be used if they have not specified the method. If they have specified the method, then you don't have a choice. You have to use the method specified by them. But chances ये है कि अगर method specify नहीं है तो आप ये भी use कर सकते हो. Okay, done with this. We have 5 minutes, so let's do one more example before we finish. For what values of k will the following pairs of linear equation have infinitely many solutions? For what value of k? For what value of k will the following pair? For what value of k will the following pair of linear equations have? For what value of k will the following pair of linear equation have infinitely many solutions? Infinitely many solutions. Kx plus 3y minus k minus 3 equal to 0, and 12x plus ky minus k equals to 0. 12x plus ky minus k equals to 0. These are the two equations that are given. Okay. Now, you remember the table we had done when we started with this chapter? We had said A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2, C1 upon C2. And we had said when A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, they have unique solution, intersecting line. A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, but not equal to C1 upon C2, parallel lines. And when A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 equals to C1 upon C2, then they are infinitely many solutions. So first let's find out A1 upon A2. A1 upon A2 is k upon 12. Similarly, B1 upon B2 is 3 upon k, and C1 upon C2 is minus k minus 3 upon minus k, that is k minus 3 upon k. Minus minus will cancel. K minus 3 upon k. Now they have asked infinitely many solutions. For infinitely many solutions, what is the case? A1 upon A2 equals to B1 upon B2 equals to C1 upon C2. A1 upon A2 equals to B1 upon B2 equals to C1 upon C2. That is k upon 12 equals to 3 upon k equals to k minus 3 upon k equals to k minus 3 upon k. Correct? So what do we get? Take this 2. So you'll get k upon 12 equals to 3 upon k, that is k square equals to 36. K square equals to 36, that is k equals to square root of 36 is 6, but we'll take it as plus or minus. Whenever we take square root, we take it as plus or minus. So k equals to plus or minus 6. But is that what it is? Also we know, also 3 upon k equals to k minus 3 upon k. This k and this k will cancel. So you have 3 equals to k minus 3. Bring this 3 this side. 3 plus 3 equals to k. Therefore, k equals to 6. K equals to 6. So for k equal to 6, okay, for k equals to 6, okay, we will get infinitely many solutions because that value satisfies both the conditions. It satisfies this condition as well as this condition. K equal to minus 6 will not satisfy this condition. Now you'll say, sir, when we do next, you'll say you could have also taken as k equals to 0, but again that will not satisfy this condition. So it has to satisfy both the conditions. So to satisfy both the conditions, only k equals to 6. Therefore, for k equals to 6, therefore for k equals to 6, you will get the equations to have infinitely many solutions. You get equation has infinitely many solutions for k equal to 6. Okay. So that's it for today. Please do exercise 3.5, whatever balance sums are there. Any doubts, difficulties, we will address it tomorrow, or tomorrow we will start with pair of linear equations in 2 variables. Okay. This brings us to the end of cross multiplication method. Okay. Yeah. I think in a minute you're going to get disconnected, or rather we'll disconnect it now only, and you can re-log in so that a new session will start where you'll have your science class. Okay. So I'm just ending the session. You all please re-log in. Thank you.